Hello and welcome to this week's Cari Connects. I am professional psychic medium Cari Monks, and I'm here each week to pull a card out of a deck for you and to tell you what is coming up for the week and the signs and symbols to watch for. And this week we are using the Sacred Spirit Reading Card Deck by Anna Stark. This is a new deck. I bought it last week, so I can't really tell you that much about it. I do know it's pretty cool. It's beautiful. It's got all, and then the cards are also very, very beautiful. So, things that are coming up. I do have 2 spots open in my March mediumship class, March 26th, in my office, Funky Spirit in Idaho Falls. Also, I'm starting a Patreon. So you guys get Cari Connects every week, but in Patreon, you'll get way more stuff and you'll get card readings every week, a community that you can talk to and feel safe in about some of your spiritual progress that you're making, moon ceremonies, quarterly readings, live question and answers with like Coffee with Cari, lots of the things that we did in the membership, but now in the Patreon where I have more help and can do it. So, and this is great because you get to pick a tier that you want. There's a $5 tier that is Launch, and then there's a $10 tier that's called Ascend, and then Transcend is the $18 tier where you get all the things. So, and I'm gonna add more and more to this as we go, so I'm excited. But Cari Connects will always be free on Instagram and on my podcast and on my Facebook page, Funky Spirit. So, okay, so we're doing this new thing where I pull the card right in front of you, and it does, yeah, it's awesome. So we're gonna try it. Okay. Oh, okay. So this is called the birth of creation. There's potential growth, which is crazy because last week was about new beginnings. So this must be a season of new starts, new beginnings, new things, creating new things. So last week we set out for an adventure. We got our abundance pack on, we got our staff of protection, and we opened the door to a new adventure. So this week it's going to be creating whatever it is that we want to take this adventure on. This is so cool. I want to talk to you a little bit about mindset. Some people believe that their mindsets are set. That's how we are. This is how we're going to be. I want you to have a growth mindset. You can always improve. You can always grow. I learned this lesson last week when I struggled with one of my readings. You could always become better. You're not always stuck. Same with your spiritual gifts. I always tell people all the time, you can talk to spirits too. You have the gift of mediumship. You have the gift of psychicness. Everyone has the gift of manifestation. Everyone has these gifts. Everyone has all the clairs. You're not stuck where you're at in each gift. You can create and you can learn. I want you to have a growth mindset. So this is going to be creation. It's going to be this week. You're going to either have an aha moment to create something. Something's going to be put in your lap to create. You're going to have this idea to create something. The key is, or you could be in a new beginning and you want to create something in this new beginning, in this new growth spirit. The key is, if you have these ideas, these growth ideas, or these aha ideas, or these awesome ideas, you have to act on it. If spirit drops hints to you, or you have aha moments in the shower, or during meditation, or while you're blow drying your hair, this is awesome. Write them down. Keep a notebook with you everywhere you're at. This is what I do in the bathroom. It has all these little notes in it when I'm blow drying my hair and put on my makeup. Here's the key. If you feel like, or you have an idea to create something, and it could be super small or it could be super big. Spirit doesn't have any measurements of equality, any kind of equal. A dollar is the same thing as $1,000 to spirit. It's all energy. So if you have this tiny idea to make your recipe better for tonight, or if you have this idea on how to make your business growth, or if you have an idea about your relationship, like doing stuff that makes your relationship more intimate or more romantic, or even just family. If you have an idea, okay, I'm going to take my whole family here. I want to take my whole family to Disneyland, but you don't have enough money. Who cares? Create that. Find a way to make that money. Find a way to do that. When you get an idea that you want to do something, Don't just sit and be like, oh, that's a good idea, but I don't have it. That is your mindset where you're stuck. You're not stuck there. You get to grow, you get to learn, you get to do these things. And is it going to be scary sometimes? Yes. Creation is always scary, but we're here to create. We are here on this earth to create. That's why we have kids. That's why we have relationships. That's why we have businesses, because we are bored if we don't create, or we feel like we don't have a purpose if we don't create. We are creators. We're artists, and that's what we do. And we co-create with God, and we co-create with Spirit. And so this week, there's going to be somewhat of a birth of creation. Now, don't put a lot of, pressure on yourself to have this be big. It can be something small, because here's the thing. If you have the thought to create something small, and you do, and you make that goal and you create it, it's going to make your confidence in yourself greater. So the next time you have another thought, you can do it. Now, as you're going to be having more confidence, you can do it. So then it'll be like a chain reaction. So also too, I feel like this is a lot about with the collective. Now with all of us, I feel like we are creating something. All of us have been tired. All of us have been kind of held down, and all of us have been kind of like, when's this going to change? And I think all of us are lifting our frequencies and creating something beautiful, creating something massive. Now, creation isn't always easy. It's not all rainbows and roses, and sometimes it's a little bit difficult, but be up to it. Be up to it. You got this. You got this. And I want you to notice down here, it says potential growth. Potential growth, because if you have an idea and you don't do anything about it, it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to do anything. And don't do too much of it. Like, don't have this awesome idea and be overwhelmed. Do little bits at a time. If you want to plan this trip to Disneyland with your family, just go online and see how much tickets are. Then figure out how much money you need. Then try and figure out how you're going to do it. Just do it. Manifest it. Create it. Create. That's what we're going to hear. So there's not a lot of signs and symbols on this one. There's an egg. It's an egg. So, and it's kind of a crystal-like egg. So watch that. Crystal, any kind of green or blue crystal that you see this week, rocks or crystals, any type of egg that you see this week. Now, it says the number 6. You can look for 666 because this will be a symbol for you. Don't look for it. But if you see 666, it just means you're too much in your head. You're trying too hard, and you're analyzing this creation that you're going to create. You keep analyzing it and thinking about it and thinking about it. And so if you get the aha moment, just kind of let it flow. Just kind of let it flow. I'm going to add another number to this, and that's going to be 555, because 555 is about change, which if you're creating something, change is coming. And I'm also going to add some ones. So if you see 111, this means you're opening and awakening to this new creation. Okay. So we have an egg. We have crystals that are blue or green. We also have like a birth of some sort in this egg, or an illuminating light inside of this egg. So anything that resembles birth, I'm going to go on a limb here and say it doesn't have to be what's on the card. It can be anything that resembles birth, any kind of new birth, any kind of new creation, anything new, like new beginnings. That's so awesome. I think Spirit's just like new. We're gonna revamp this whole thing. So anything that does with earth. So I hope that helps you guys. I'm excited to see what you're gonna create. I would love it if you put it in the messages below. DM me, tell me what you're creating. Also, last week I got lots of DMs, and I'm so grateful for that. Because people telling me what their new beginnings were, or some people what they thought when they saw the card. Like some people, there's a few that texted me that said that when they noticed the lady was on the earth or coming out the new door, that she happened to be on Russia on that. And so they are like hoping, or Ukraine or one of the other, and they were hoping that it's a new beginning for them, or new things are going to come, or a healing's going to come. So put that out there too. And I didn't even notice that because I am like geography or geology. Geology's rocks, geography's travel. I'm so smart. But I can get smarter because it's a growth mindset. I'm not set. So change your mindset this week. Make sure that you're in a growth mindset. You can always get better. These are beautiful cards. I will put a link in the stories for you if you want these cards. in my stories today. So I think I told you everything that's coming up. And if you have any ideas on who to have as people or guests on my podcast, please let me know, because I want to be able to reach those that I can't give readings to. So please like and share this, subscribe to my podcast, do all the things. People say, when I listen to these things, they say you have to ask for it. And so I can create growth, but I have to do something about it, right? We just talked about that. So I would love it if you shared this. I would love it if you shared my podcast. I love you guys so much. You are my biggest fans, and I owe you every ounce of my business is from you guys. And I just can't even let you know how grateful I am for you guys. So I love you, and I will see you next week.